Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's kaliMonroe. We are back with another scary story animated reaction. Today we are back with Llama Arts. It's another one of my top favourite animated scary channels. If you haven't, which you surely must have by now, please subscribe to Llama Arts and check their content out. It really is great. But until then, we will just jump straight into this one. It's called Camping Horror Story 3 Animated. So I think they might have some more camping series on here, but please do not quote me. I will just watch this one and be quiet now.
My friend and I would go to this forest we found a few months ago. It was a 20-minute bike ride plus a mile walk to get where we used to camp. We made a teepee as our base and even sharpened a few sticks in case we had to fight anything. I know it's dumb, but we thought it was super cool at the time, being 14 years old.
Wow.
I'm a big fan of horror movies. I'd make my friend watch them with me all the time, and he hated it.
Why is it always the people that are fans of horror movies that go through things that are a bit absurd? I'm a horror fan myself when it comes to genre of film, but it seems like every time there's somebody that's a fan of horror films or a fan of horror content and then something happens.
We would always get paranoid that someone or something was going to get us when we were there. That's how we came up with the idea to make a teepee and wood spears, so we wouldn't be attacked.
Smart.
We were finishing the school year online and had to study for finals, so we hadn't been back to the forest in weeks. After the finals were all said and done, we decided to take a trip up there to relax and check to see if our teepee was still there. Our parents agreed to let us stay there on the basis that we'd keep in touch throughout the night. We didn't tell our parents this, but we would always take a big buck knife and a hatchet with us. We really thought we were manly.
Please let me know if you are allowed, because I certainly was not allowed at 14 to go in a forest and stay overnight with one friend and no adult. Do you know how dangerous that is? Like, nothing against parents that do that, but that's crazy. They're 14 and they're going in the forest in the dark alone. Anything could happen. Even if they had someone like a 17-year-old with them, even that's pushing it, but at least they've got someone there who's a bit older who can oversee and make sure things are all right. But maybe I'm just, I don't know.
Anyway, when we were gathering our stuff for the night in the forest, we noticed that the buck knife was missing. We thought nothing of it and assumed we just left it at the forest the last time we were there. On the bike ride there, my friend was on edge. We just watched a scary movie and he was being a wimp as usual.
Why would they do that?
At around 8 p.m., we arrived at the rough part of the forest, where we had to continue the rest of the journey on foot. As we were walking, we smelled a terrible stench in the air. I couldn't locate or tell what it was. This, of course, made my friend think that there was a dead body and said we needed to leave right away. I told him that he was being a wimp and overreacting. The crunching of the fall leaves began to sound like squelching. As we peered down, we saw a trail of red leading up to where our teepee was. This really freaked my friend out. I told him I saw a can of spray paint in the trash a while back and that someone was probably playing a prank, just to calm him down. The closer we got to our base, the stronger...
I don't even know what to say. Why would you lie about the kind of spray? Oh my god. If you've got friends that will do this to you, if they're not lying, as in, not even lying, you shouldn't even be around anyone that lies. If they're telling stuff to you and they're kind of bearing your feelings in mind, that's different. But to lie, and then now you're both at risk because you just want to go and camp, that's selfish. That's what you call selfish?
The smell became.
What?
When we finally got there, we saw our teepee and felt a huge wave of relief come over us.
Yeah,
Even
but
though the smell was as pungent as ever.
Exactly.
We peeked inside the teepee through the little door flap we had made, and what we saw was haunting. There was evidence of someone living there. The clothes looked like men's, and they were huge. We continued to investigate the site. Behind the teepee was 2 rotting deer carcasses with a wooden spear in one and a buck knife in the eye of the other. At this point, my friend was already running back to our bikes,
Bless him.
but I stupidly stayed for a little longer to scope out the area, when I was greeted by a deep, monstrous voice. "Would you like to live with me forever?" As I slowly turned around, I was confronted by a creepy old man. I couldn't even begin to describe his face. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen in my life.
What the hell?
I bolted back to my friend. Luckily, he's a slow runner, so it was easy to catch up to him. We then biked back as fast as we could.
Andy was a slow runner.
Looking back,
He would have had no chance. What? Wow. Well done, Rama Arts. That one was quite enjoyable. I don't even know what to say. I think I've said enough as it is, but camping alone, guys, if you're so desperate to, please take someone that's a bit older with you, just so that you're safe. Stuff like that. Imagine if they didn't go, or imagine if he didn't leave no evidence and he was just waiting for them to come back and there was no deers on the floor, there was no clothes. They would have been absolutely finished. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please, if you haven't already, I know I say this all the time, you should be used to it by now, please like, comment and subscribe to my channels. Turn on your notification bells. And when I say channels, I do have Instagram and I have Twitch, so please head over to my description page and check those details out there. I will try and leave the links in the box also below us. So yes, if you haven't, join us and continue to grow with me as well. But until next time, guys, stay safe wherever you are, day or night, and I will be with you all very soon. Bye.